Alright guys, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is Ali Plays. Let's say another Raid Shadow Legends video. That's a stupid joke, because it's Ray. Okay, so we're going to do another guy slash review on Ray. I got her from the Champion Chase tournament. I was number 1. I got 12,000 points together, so I did have to wail out a bit. Ray is actually, she's honestly better than I thought she was, because I didn't really go in depth on her skills. Like when I look at her skills, I wasn't really looking at it. I wasn't really analyzing it, like, but she's actually such a beast. It's not even funny. I actually think she might even be underrated. So let's talk about her. So she has 3 AoEs with her ability. She was pretty crazy. But not only does she deal damage, she can actually do a lot of things that help out. So she can fill multiple roles. She can fill roles as a debuffer. She can fill roles as a DPS, like slash nuker. She can fill the roles of crowd control with her freeze on her A3 ability. And she can also be your aura leader with her increased ally speed in dungeons by 33%. So she is pretty crazy. She's got that decreased defense AoE on her basic attack. This attack does not do too much damage. But it is pretty good because it has a decreased defense on it. So, and it's AoE, so it's not single target. Arcane Wave is an AoE as well, as I said before. She inflicts 50% more damage against targets under debuffs. So if you can have somebody go before Ray, plays debuffs, and then you can control, like on her AI, she's going to use Banish first. But if you control it, you can use Arcane Wave, and you're going to deal way more damage, 50% more damage, and then fully booked out. This is her strongest ability in terms of damage. If you got the debuffs on her, this is my favorite ability. It's an AOE that removes all buffs. That is actually OP in itself. Removes all buffs with an AOE, but they actually added that 50% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn, which is pretty crazy. So you can freeze, you can remove buffs, freeze, and attack all enemies. There are some people who say that Ray strips buffs before she attacks, but that's not the case. I don't know where they're getting that information. I've tested it out multiple times, especially referring to Skull Crown. We know Skull Crown, she gets that unkillable before she's dead. She has like very low HP. Some people are saying that she can strip it and then attack, but that's not the case unless she already had the unkillable before she uses her Banish. So she's got a very, very good kit. As you can see, she's going to be viable in Spider. She's going to be viable in Campaign. She's basically viable anywhere in the game except for Clan Boss. So how did I build Ray? So Ray, I used 1 crit damage set, and I used 1 cruel set, and I used a broken set. So the reason why I'm using broken set, it's the same set that I used to have on Bellinor. So I used that crit damage plus 80%, and I got 24% crit rate on here. So that's the reason why I'm using that broken set, because it's pretty amazing. And I got the attack percentage chest piece with crit rate and some speed on it. Ray is pretty interesting because she can fill multiple roles. So if you need her just for her debuffs or removing buffs, you know, placing freeze and placing decreased defense, you can build her differently with more accuracy. But if you just want her to be a nuker, you don't even have to worry about accuracy. But I would highly advise not staying away from accuracy, because it makes her the champion very, very good if she's able to nuke as well as do what she does. You know what I mean? We got speed primary boots here. We got some crit rate on it, and you can take a look at my other pieces. So with Ray, you're gonna need accuracy for sure. You're gonna need crit damage, crit rate, speed, and then defense and HP are just bonuses to make her more durable. So let's take a look at the accessories. So this is actually perfect because I got the attack primary here, and I also got the substats that I wanted. It's pretty crazy rolls because I got the defense twice. I could have had 4 times on the attack, which would have been crazy. It's probably my highest attack percentage piece on a substat. Crit damage primary on the amulet. I think that's a given for champions that deal damage. Attack type champions. We got accuracy on it. We got resistance. Resistance is not bad to have as well for arena. We got accuracy on the banner, and we got some speed on it, so it is pretty good. Let's take a look at my total stats. 25,000 HP, so she is very squishy, but she can do the job. 3,639 attack. I would prefer if that was 4,000, but that's fine. We got 164 speed. I do have turn meter boosters and speed boosters, so that's okay. 92% crit rate, 251% crit damage, and we got 255 debuff accuracy. So I've done things differently for my Ray. The reason why I don't build her with a lot of resistance is because I do have Duchess Lilitu, so she's able to place block debuffs before she goes first, place block debuffs before Ray moves, so Ray doesn't have any issues getting frozen. So I went for the offense route and the support route, and I actually got this is a big different one here. There's only 2 champions I've ever done Eagle Eye on, and that's Lord Shazar and now Ray. So I got the accuracy plus 50 because her utility, her ability to place debuffs and strip buffs is very amazing for Arena. So that's the reason why I went for that. Eagle Eye, that plus 50 accuracy is very good. We got Lore of Steel. Good ones for her is Opportunist, so increases damage inflicted targets with stun, sleep, or freeze debuffs. So keep in mind that her A2 actually already does 50% more damage to champions that have debuffs on them. So this will help a bit, especially since he's able to freeze and as well as torment. Whirlwind of Death is good. She increased speed by 6 for each enemy killed. She's going to kill a lot of enemies. She has AoEs all around. If you want to build her as a nuker, you don't even have to go through the support route. You just go down, get Retribution so she can counterattack everybody, get turns. So for Spider's Den, I give her a 5. Arena Offense, she's a 5 for sure. Campaign Locations, she's a 5. She's a speed farmer as well. Magic Keep, 5. So the good thing about Magic Keep, she's actually able to remove the buffs from the boss. Arena Defense, she's a 5. And I kept my Ray overnight on defense. We're going to see how she did in Arena on defense. If people attacked me, hopefully they did. I think she's rated 2 high in Clan Boss. So we're going to throw that down to a 1. I think she is useless on Clan Boss. Minotaur's Labyrinth, she's a 5. Dragon's Lair is a 5. Ice Golem's Peak, she's a 5. I actually do keep her on my team now. Most of the dungeons, she is a 5 because most likely you will be using her as the aura lead because she has aura skills 33% speed in dungeons. Fire Knight's Castle. So the thing about Fire Knight's Castle, I'm going to give her a 2 because all of her attacks are just single hits. Yeah, she's good for the waves. That's about it. So I'll just give her an acceptable. Force Keep, I'll give her a 5. So that's it. Let's go look at the recommended artifacts. The recommended artifacts are by Plarium based on Arena. So for some reason, they want you to use Lifesteal. So I would not follow this at all. So we're going to submit these ratings. So this is my defensive team that I'm using. So Duchess Lilitu, she goes first. Places block debuffs on everybody. And then Arbiter goes next. Terminator boost. Ray will go. Use her A3. That will strip all buffs. As well as place freeze. Like not a 100% chance, but she can place freeze on everybody. And then Torment the Cold goes. And then if they're frozen, he's going to do his thing. So let's look at the battle log on defense. So not too much action. So we're 1 for 3. But look at this team. This team is very good and we beat them. So I don't know. I think it might be glitched because people usually fight me more than this. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we're going to go against this team. They have a speed lead. I tend to switch out Torment and Candraphon around. Depending if they have a speed lead, I usually use Torment. Just in case they might be faster than me, which will help me out. Where is Torment anyways? There he is. Okay, unfortunately, they got provoked. I don't know who builds Torment with speed. Don't worry, guys. All hope is not lost yet. So we're going to do the block debuffs right now, and then she can bring her back to life. Oh, she's frozen. So we basically lost all our DPS right in the beginning of the fight. Try to kill Skullcrown. She's the biggest threat here in terms of damage. So you can see she is really, really squishy. Honestly, I think we're going to win. There we go. They don't have anybody to revive, so we should be good. As long as we don't keep getting frozen. Okay, we're going to go after her, Venus. So if I did not have Duchess Lilith 2, I would actually build my Ray differently. I would actually build her with an immunity set. So I usually do not have this much issues with this team. Not with this team, I don't have this much issues in arena, because usually Ray is able to move, but for some reason this guy's team is like really fast. So if I use Candrafon, I would have actually lost a long time ago. Okay, so she finally got a turn. So we're gonna strip all of these attack ups. Probably kill some people too. No, we didn't. And then she gets to go again. So now we're going to use this ability to attack all enemies. There's no debuffs on the field, so she's not going to be doing more damage. It's like even Torm is able to slay her. That's how swishy she is. But she is very, very good. That's not a good showcase for her. Okay, we're going to throw this on auto. Finish it up. Yeah, so if I didn't have Duchess, I would actually use immunity set. So she's immune to debuffs for 2 turns, which the fight should be over by then. So she's able to use all of her abilities. But you got to build to how your team is, so you got to make a composition. This is not everybody's good by themselves. Unless you're like Sir Nicholas or something like that. Okay, I want to show you guys a different team. Let's say we're going against a team that does not have a speed lead. This team right here, they're going for defense based. So I actually do take Torment out and I use Candrafon. So I have 2 DPS, one with actual debuffs, more utility than Candrafon. So 2 supports, 2 attackers. So usually my Duchess goes first before everybody, which will keep us safe. Okay, now we're gonna do this. So we got 3 freezes off, that's good. But now we gotta get rid of their Duchess, which we probably will do right here. There we go. And throw it on auto. So usually my arena fights are like this. Especially if I'm going against a team that doesn't have a speed lead. Camera's messed up. And obviously she's good in faction wars. Especially that AoE decreased defense. Alright, we'll do one more. I don't know, I find arena really fun right now. So this team as well, this team doesn't have a speed lead. I would actually be shocked if they go before me. Okay, see Roshkard I know why. People make him fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to speed boost my guys, because I actually want him to place block damage so that she can strip them. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to attack him. And then let him go, and then we're gonna strip the buffs. There we go. See? She's crazy. Now they have counterattack. Okay, who does the least amount of damage? Obviously Torment, but I don't want it. Oh, it doesn't matter actually. You can't freeze anybody right now. Alright, Candrafon. Ah, he would have had another turn. We could have killed somebody else. Alright, let's bring him back. And leave it on auto now. Alright, there we go. So that's it for our arena. Let's go ahead and throw her in a dungeon. So I was using her as lead and 2 royal guards, Tomb Lord, just in case her decreased defense doesn't land, because he always does it first turn, and Duchess Lilith too, because she's a beast. You use her everywhere, man. It's weird because I actually knew she was good when I got her, and then I was testing her and I was like, oh yeah, she's very good, but she's actually way better than I initially thought. I'm talking about Duchess. I think she's like one of the top tier champions in the game. A lot of people, obviously a lot of people hate her, so they think she's worse. They think she's worse than Torm in the cold. She actually counters Torm in the cold if you build her fast enough. But this is not a Duchess video. This is a Ray video. Yeah, so Ray is like one of the best speed leaders in dungeons. 33% is pretty good. Not pretty good, it's very good. Alright, so a minute to get to the dragon. Here we are. Let's see how much damage you can do against the dragon. We gotta get some debuffs on him first. We got decreased defense on him. $51,000 damage. I've actually seen her nuke waves for like 100k. So Ray did not make it till the end, but she actually did 1.1 mil, so she's around Royal Guard in terms of damage because she has AoEs. So she is good. You can see she's good. All right, one last thing before we end this video. What's going on? Oh, it crashed.
11 minutes later.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Player in Play, but recently it's just been crashing. So I did crash, I'm back on. So one thing I got to showcase is stage 12-3 Ray farming. So I'm using 4-star champions, so they're not going to die as fast. But whatever, let's do this. So the thing about Ray, she actually does have an affinity, so she can actually, sometimes she has a chance of not critting or getting weak hits, you know what I mean? Like right now she's doing good, but when she gets to this phase, she has issues. But yeah, 10 seconds, not too bad. That was actually very good. Better than my Bellower, I would say, because I don't want to switch gears on my Bellower. So yeah, she's a very, very good farmer, very good champion in general. I would actually give her a 10 out of 10. Ray's 10 out of 10 champion. So that's going to be it for the video. If you guys found this video helpful or entertaining in any way, make sure you guys drop a like. Helps me out a lot. I noticed that my videos have been not performing as well as I thought they would, like by a lot. So appreciate all those people who are actually supporting me. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. I make great channels content as much as I can. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.